Hello, I'm Sarah Robinson. I'm a senior journalist here in the communications department at Nautilus International. And today I have with me here Fazilette Khan, who is the founder of the GreenSeas Trust charity. Welcome, Fazilette.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Fazilette was a seafarer and was a Nautilus Union member back in the day when it was the REOU. So you were a radio officer, right?
Yeah. Correct, I was.
And now you work for an environmental charity. Can you tell us a bit more about what happened in your career to get you into environmental work?
When I first went to sea, bottled water was unheard of. And, it was the pristine places that I visited was just, it was just God's own countries, I would say. Unfortunately, the convenience of having drinks on the go and bottled water took over, and the demand created saw this exponential increase in littering. And so these beautiful places that I had gone to when I first started my career became more and more covered with plastic pollution.
And when did you decide to take that forward by founding your own environmental charity?
So when my mother passed away, I went to Tobago, which is where she came from, and I just wanted to sort of see the island and connect with my roots. But then I saw that a lot of people would go to the beach and then they would leave all their plastic rubbish and food containers, etc., leave it on the beach or actually throw it into the sea. And I thought this wasn't right. But because I was on holiday, I didn't really think too much about it, and got back to the UK, and I was telling my father about it, and he said, you're a sensible person, you'll come up with a solution. And the next day got made redundant. So I took this upon myself as a sign in neon lights to go back and do something. And so I set up GreenSeas Trust in memory of my mother. And I did go back to Tobago, and I watched people. And one of the underlying problems was that there were actually no bins on any of the beaches. So I got a company to donate oil drums, which we had painted and put on all the beaches. And would you believe it, within 3 weeks, the problem did go away. It was just amazing to see the contrast between having the bins there and when it wasn't there. So I realized then that I was actually good at convincing people to do things for me. And so I decided that I would, wherever possible, I would try to do some sort of environmental work, but in concurrently running with my seafaring career.